harvesters, tractors, and all that. I think it's a good thing. I mean, the planting for food and jobs, the 1D, 1F, the 24-hour economy, and all that have a certain underpinning reason.
But I was of the impression there was already, lower taxes on those equipments that are like.
I don't know the current regime. I'll be lying if I say I know exactly what it is. But if he says he review, and you see the revision may not just be about reduction, right? It may be that realignment of it. But I think that I was saying that these three policies, planting for food and jobs, 1D, 1F, and the 24-hour economy, where the NDC has specifically said in the budget that it's for industrialization, and also some public sector agencies like GPHA, driver passport office, and all those things. The underpinning reasons for this is largely about 3-2, right? Just to cut our import bill, right? Maximize our gains from exports to gain foreign exchange, then also to do what finally? To create jobs for people. So if these things we know will bring these three variables we want to achieve, why not? Why not? Let's review them. Yeah.
All right. He said they are going to commence the drafting needed for legal amendments and then immediately prepare for the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy.
From the onset, anybody who
if that is your main message that you are bringing, I think chip chops you have to start quickly.
Oh, but you need the legal frame, because there will be some variation of electricity. For example, there will be some procurement of smart meters. Those people who will be on board the 24-hour economy, for example, those who are doing production, will have a special electricity dispensation, unlike the normal people who are not on. There must be security. You must buttress all these things by law before you can implement. I was saying, from the onset subscribe to the idea of the 24-hour. I think that those who don't understand it just don't want to understand it. It's just like telling an MPP person want to review free SHS. They won't understand. It's like explaining. You see, there are something you don't even waste your time on it to explain to people. From the onset, I think it's a good thing. We just need to streamline it. Mimi Kromesium, 25 hour.
Yeah.
So that's why the budget is there. When you even read the 2020 manifesto of the NDC, it's there. A three-shift system. How is this difficult to understand? So for me, it's there. They just need the legal backing, as you said, to make sure they tick all the legal boxes and implement. Because yesterday I was listening to Isaac Adongo on Joy, and he did indicate that they have their blueprint there, they have the idea, but they just need to put it in the document for the Parliament to also peruse it. Agreement done, then they can, run it. Yeah.
Okay, so they said they are going to establish an accelerated export development council, that's AEDC, which is going to promote exports as part of a broader strategy for economic transformation. And with the big push, they said they are going to make sure that a lot of outputs from our local producers are ensured.
Yeah. So for me, I had opportunity to listen to excerpts of the manifesto live, and I think that he said even the establishment of the Accelerated Exports Council, he himself will chair the council, and is to make sure that we take advantage of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, look at niche markets that we can capitalize on. For example, if Nigeria, we know Casapreco goes to Nigeria, the Chocho, there's some of our soft drinks are in those markets and all that. So if there's a certain gap in those countries, we can create a certain niche market and leverage the gaps in there. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
With that in particular, I have an interest because I always do not understand why Africa is such a huge market on its own, but we cannot leverage,
the trade barriers, currency, language, and all that.
Why?
Yeah, so
if we are able to smoothly do trade with people across the sea, how much more people who are our next door neighbors?
I mean, let me just give you two examples that come to mind. The EU trades with the euro, right? There's a way when single currencies facilitate trade in a certain way. The EU have what they call the Schengen visa, so that when you have a visa to France and there's some process, you can go to Italy, you can go to Greece, you can go to Sweden, and all that. So, because now I've even told, when you follow the likes of Woody Meyer, when they're even going abroad,
it's easier for them when they are
Botswana.
Yeah.
And the last time I think it was even almost deported in Zimbabwe. So our borders.
You remember the guys who drove from Accra to London?
Yes, look at what they went through. Unlike when they got to Europe.
Mauritania and all these
exactly.
places,
So we need to remove some trade barriers, some trade restrictions, and leverage thereafter. That's what and luckily for us, we know the after secretariat is in Accra. So for me, if you walk the talk and we do it, why not? We may leverage some sweet fruit from it.